What is the process of buying a home in Lake Chapala, Mexico? The process of buying a property in the Lake Chapala area is very similar to the process you're accustomed to north of the border. There are several real estate brokerages in the Lakeside area, and we all co-broker together and participate in our local MLS called Chapala MLS. In this video, I'm going to explain the step-by-step process of how our office, Access Lake Chapala, works with our buying clients to successfully purchase property in the Lake Chapala area. Step 1. Initial questions and property search. We start by understanding your needs and what type of property you are looking for by asking a series of questions including size, budget, living style, and location. We then do a search on what's on the market. Our agents have access to show you any property in the Lakeside area, and we are a member of the local MLS association and work together with all other brokers. This allows us to dig deep into the market inventory and show you a property that's available in the area. Step 2. Touring the area and seeing properties. After compiling a list of properties that meet your specifications, we proceed in taking you on a general tour of the Lake Chapala area, optional if you're already familiar with the area, starting in the town of Chapala, ending in San Juan Cosala at the Raquet Club, in which we cover most of the area's highlights as well as showing you properties that have been selected. During the tour, we'll give you useful information on different lakeside towns, such as pros and cons of the area, good restaurants, activities, local events, contacts, and much more. Step 3. Find the right property and offering. After viewing all properties that have been selected, and you have determined the one that is right for you, we start the initial contact process of approaching the seller with an offer that holds the chosen property with contingencies. This is opted by the buyer, such as property inspections. By offering, we advise you on what the property is truly worth. Your bottom line is important to us, and we make sure you get a great piece of real estate at fair market value. We use formal offers to purchase that establish payment terms, contingency requests, and deadlines. Step 4. Contingencies and 10% escrow. Once the buyer's offer, along with all terms, have been accepted by the seller, we commence on advising the buyer regarding the different property inspectors in the area that can conduct inspections. If the property inspection turns out favorable to the buyer and no major concerns are reported, then we proceed on giving the seller notice that the buyer will waive the inspection and proceed with the purchase of the property. After this step, the buyer has 5 business days to deposit 10% earnest money into an escrow. Once the 10% is confirmed, the property is taken off the market and labeled as under contract. Access then assigns you one of our closing team staff that works on the due diligence every step of the way, and always look out for your investment by making sure the closing processes go smoothly. Step 5. Notary and closing coordination. In Mexico, all legal documents, transfer of lands, and Mexican deeds, known as escrituras, are done through a certified Mexican notary. There can only be a certain number of notaries for each municipality, and you as the buyer can select which notary to use. We coordinate with notary, sellers, and all parties involved in every detail of the closing, and make sure that all aspects of the closing go through thoroughly, including 1. We work directly with the notary, so he makes sure to check that all aspects of the property are in order. 2. We generate closing statements for our buyers that clearly show you the exact amount you are paying for the property and the prorations. 3. We generate proper forms the seller signs to ensure CFE electric bills, Telmex phone bill, and CMAPA water bills are put into the buyer's name. 4. We request severance letters from the seller's employees, most commonly maids and gardeners. This provides assurance to the buyer that the past staff received their severance and that the buyer will not be held accountable for this in the future. 5. If the property is in an HOA, we get in touch with the board requesting that there are no debt letters needed for closing. 6. At closing, we confirm and read the deed to make sure all info is correct before both parties sign off on the new deed. Once signed, we process the payment in escrow, releasing the money to the seller. At Access Lake Chapala, we represent your best interests, so please contact any one of our agents or our office below to get started.